everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with the lighting going here, there and everywhere. My hair is a mess. Got the child with me as well because she just won't sleep. You're not doing my hair? We've experienced 3 storms this week. I'm filming the week of storms, and school run this morning was probably one of the worst school runs I've ever done. I forgot the pushchair wasn't in the car, so I had no pushchair. I didn't have any rainwear. I had no umbrellas. The sun's coming out again. This is going to be good fun. I was wrapped up in my duvet coat. I had to carry Florence that was in her coat, so she was slipping out of my arms. I was like a donkey because I had a book bag, a packed lunch and P's school bag on my back. I had P crying because it was windy, and now it's bright blue sky and sunshine and I just want to film my video. Florence won't sleep and just no, you don't want to go to sleep, and it's just a great time. That being said, and my little rant of my day being out there, I have got my biggest unhaul ever. I'm unhauling over 50 books, which I cannot believe. Sorry, these wings are really getting on my nerves. 50 books around about I'm getting rid of. My reading tastes have changed a lot over the years, and some of these books are books that I've been thinking about unhauling for a really long time. I was a massive collector, I still am, but I'm reading so much more on my e-reader, whereas previously I'd read on my e-reader and then I'd need to buy the books physically, and I still have that, but not to the degree that I had before. Also, a little backstory as to all these books. I would say 95% of these are second-hand books, whether it be from charity shops or car boot sales. And again, it was something that I did when P was quite small. Yeah, that's right. That's something that I used to do. Yeah, she's at school. It was something that I used to do quite frequently with P that you would have seen in the vlogs that I used to do back in the day. We used to go for walks, or we used to go book shopping in charity shops very frequently, and I don't do that now. So it's excessive, but I don't need any of these. And again, like I said, my reading tastes have changed. I'd read one book from one author and think, oh, it was okay, and I need to own all of them, and that's not how I am now. I'm very, very different. So I'm starting off with my collection. I've got 7 of these, and they are the Sophie Kinsella writing as Madeline Wickham. So we've got the Tennis Party, Cocktails for Free, A Desirable Residence, Sleeping Arrangements, The Wedding Girl, The Gatecrasher, and Swimming Pool Sunday. So that's what they look like. I remember initially buying, I managed to get all 6 in a charity shop. I remember it, I know the charity shop and everything. I got the first 6. Wow, we are very dark. Oh my god, why do I even get views on my videos? I do not know. I got the first 6 from a charity shop. They're £1 each, so I got 6 books, and then I found the other one in a charity shop. I have read one of these. I read, is it The Gatecrasher? Yeah, I read this one. Whoopsie. A shoulder to cry on, a hand on your wallet. And it's about a woman that goes round to like funerals and then, thank you, she makes like her target on the widow, and I just didn't really like it. These are quite old in the sense of they were written like 1999. So they, I don't know if they've aged badly or not. Yes, 99. Do you even know what 99 means? Yeah. 1995. So 95. They're just very old books, and I'm not interested in reading them. So these are going to be unhauled, and when I say unhauled, I don't know what to do with them. I'm not planning on doing a car boot anytime soon, so it's either going to go to the charity shop, or I am debating just listing them on Vinted. I did try to list books for 50p, but you can't. It has to be £1, which is really annoying because I don't want £1 for these books. But if some of you want them, I don't know whether to do a Vinted page or if you just want to message me on Instagram and I can arrange a way to get them to you. Let me know, because I don't need them. And if there's something that, if you're a collector and you feel like you need these, let me know. I can send you photos and everything of the conditions of things. So first stack of books are the Sophie K's as Madeline Wickham. Gone. I'm really happy to get rid of them. A duplicate book that I've got is a Carol Matthews, A Place to Call Home. I'm probably going to give this one to my auntie. I haven't read it. I do have it already on my shelf. I love Carol Matthews. She's an author that I won't ever get rid of. I've probably read, I'd say 20% of her works. I do own all of them, but I just really, really enjoy them. So that one is going. I've got another series here, which I haven't read. It's an older series, like a dystopian style series. It was one that I wanted to... I don't want you to brush my hair right now. Is that okay? Do it in a minute. Why don't you go find Rue and brush her hair? What? Go find Rue, brush Rue's hair. She's found the Barbie electronic hair hairdryer and brush, and that's another thing that she's been wanting to do today. So as I was saying, this is an older series, and this is the Ugly series by Scott Westerfeld. Again, they're mismatched covers for a start, and it's not that I'm not interested in it. These have been on my shelf. Yeah. Oh, thanks so much for my hairbrush. I don't need that though, okay? Go find the cat and do the cat's hair. No. No? Okay. Are you going to sit down quietly then? Okay. These have been on my shelf for years. I've never reached for them. And again, like I said, my way of reading now is A, on my Kindle, or B, via Libby. So I always borrow books. No? Okay, good girl. I always borrow books via Libby. So... they're all on there, so I don't need to have these. I will never read them, so it's time to get them. I don't need that on my lap, thank you. It's time to get rid of them. So yeah, the first one was published in 2012, so that's 10 years ago. Okay, next up on my unhaul is this one. This is one that I have read, Lucy Diamond's An Almost Perfect Holiday. This was, I think it was May or June's book club pick for last year. And I hated it. I found it so boring. There were too many POVs. I wasn't interested in it, and I'm now contemplating on hauling all of my Lucy Diamonds. I haven't read one of hers for a long time beside this one, and I just didn't love it. And I feel like when an author has so many books out, I feel like that shouldn't happen in the later works, and it just did for me. And I'm not sure whether I will enjoy all of her other ones that I have therefore collected. I don't know. I'm going to unhaul this. I'm going to give this one to my auntie. It probably will be one that she likes. So this one is going to go to her. A couple ones that I haven't read. The Evolution of Mara Dyer. Is this book 1 or book 2? I can't remember. It's book 2, so I've got book 2 in a series, never read the first one. I think I own the first on Kindle, which is why I bought this one, because I just assumed if I liked the first, I would like the second. Haven't even read the first. So this one is going. This is really good condition. Like, the spine's not cracked or anything, so add that to the pile. Next on the unhaul pile is We Were on a Break by Lindsay Kelk. This is a standalone. I'm still holding on to the Lindsay Kelk series, the I Heart series. Again, that's on like my mental potential not TBR, to be unhauled. Is there like a paraphrase for to be unhauled? Don't know. Either way, I'm contemplating it. This is just a standalone contemporary. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not interested in it at all. I don't know. I've sort of gone off like the contemporary romances. So it's just going. Do I need to justify every book that I'm getting rid of? I'll quickly run you through a couple others that I haven't read. So we've got Vox. This did sound good, but again, I think it's either available on Libby or I can always pick it up on Kindle. I don't think I will, but there we are. What is this about? Something about women that can't talk or something? 100-word limit reached? I don't know. I'm not interested in it. I've had it on my shelf for a long time. Again, it's immaculate. nothing wrong with it. Spine's not cracked, but I just don't need it. Katie Ford's A Vintage Wedding. I have got quite a lot of Katie Ford's. Again, it was one where I used to find them all the time in charity shops or car boots. It'd be like £3 for £1. I'm like, yeah, pretty cover. I like the sound of that. I'll pick them up and I'll collect them all. I've got so many of them and I haven't even read one. This one is going. I don't know why this particular one's going. I just decided I was going to get rid of it. It's a little bit sun damaged because it was in the conservatory. It's an old library book. It's got like the library plastic on it. It probably cost me no more than 50p a pound, so she's off. And this one, Giovanna and Tom Fletcher's Eve of Man. I'm just not interested in reading it. I've got plenty of other series on my shelf that I want to read. Again, secondhand, just not interested. So that's going to a new home. Get rid of that one. Have I got any others? Oh, I haven't read this one. This one was given to me by my friend Rosie. Was it last year? Must have been. In 5 years. It's a very small book. Slightly sun damaged from, again, being in the conservatory. I don't know if you can tell. It should be hot pink and it's not. I'm just not interested in reading it. And I think that's the thing that I've really noticed with my reading, is that if I don't want to read it, I just won't do it anymore. Whereas I used to really force myself to read a lot of books, whereas now I read a lot more. Not that I didn't enjoy it previously, but I mood read a lot more. So previously I would have read this because it was small and I probably wouldn't have liked it and it would have put me in a slump. Whereas this time I'm like, nah, I'm not here for it. So that's going to a new home. I might give that one to Carol as well. Another one that was given to me by my friend, actually a couple more from Rosie actually. Rosie doesn't keep her books. She gives them on to other people. She didn't gift these to me. These were books that she read and then she gave them to me. So it's not a bad thing that I'm getting rid of them. Little disclaimer. Sophie Cousins, This Time Next Year. This was a book club pick last year as well. It was towards the start of the year. This was okay. It was just like a generic 2.5, 3-star for me. It was an okay book. Nothing to rave about. Nothing that I really disliked. I know I didn't like the ending. It was just okay. And that's how I feel coming away from like contemporary chick lit right now. Is like, it was alright. Which is not what I want from my reading. So this one is off as well. I feel like she's just released a new one. It's got, to be fair, she has beautiful covers. It's like a dark blue, but I'm not going to pick it up just for the covers. Previous Jess would have done, but me now, no. Next one is an American book, Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. I read this last year again in the summer. I'm very proud that I'm actually unhauling books that I have read. Again, a thing that I would never have done. And also I would have kept this because it's an American paperback, whereas now I'm just like, I don't need this. This is about a boy and a girl, and the girl has got the boy's name, the boy's got a girl's name. I think. Is the boy called Misha and the girl's called Ryan? But spelled R-Y-E-N. Yes. They are pen pals, they've never met and they've spoken for years, and then eventually the boy goes to the girls' school and knows who she is. The boy goes to the girls' school, he knows who she is, she doesn't know who he is, and then just a whole load of shit happens. It's quite a smutty book. Is it? I don't really know. Rosie loved it, I didn't love it. So I've read it, time to unhaul. What else have we got? What have I got in here? I've got a couple that I haven't read, but again, it was just like cheap books that I bought. This one is really sun damaged. Look at that. That was before I realised my conservatory was damaging my books. Here's Looking at You by Mari McFarlane. I haven't read this one. I did read, was it her new release last year or the year before? Can't remember what it was called, but it's a purple cover and I didn't really like it. So the couple of books that I've read from her, again, they were like, they're all right. Don't remember anything about it apart from coming away from it being like, yeah, it was okay. So I don't have the urge to pick up the other ones that I own. So I've got Who's That Girl and Here's Looking at You. So these ones are off. I have got another series. I can't remember where I got this from. I've got a feeling I got it from the, I don't even know what it's called anymore. The Honesty Library in Norwich. In the Mall we have like it was like an empty shop full of secondhand books and you could do a donation. Since then, I think it's been taken over by a charity shop, but I just don't go in there anymore. And that is the Fallen series by Lauren Cates. I don't really know what it's about, but I found it and was like, yeah, I want that, so I got it. Some angels are destined to fall. It's a series about angels. I've got a feeling it's more aimed at like the younger audience, and don't get me wrong, I love YA. I still really enjoy it. I just know what I like when it comes to YA, and I have my auto-buy authors, and I don't have time to dedicate this much reading. Not saying that I will, but even just this one, I would rather just stick to what I know. Am I making a mistake getting rid of these? Who knows, but they're going anyway. So the Fallen series, which consists of Fallen, Passion, Torment and Rapture, and also for some reason the first book is a Waterstones one, 3 for 2. They don't do that anymore, they do buy one get one half price. So this is a UK one at £6.99, but then I've got the other 3 at £9.99 because they're bigger print. Can you see the height? Are they bigger print? I don't know if it is bigger print, but either way, looks the same to me. It's just a much bigger book. It's the size of like an American paperback, so I didn't like that on the shelf anyway, so that they're going. Got a non-fiction. This is my only non-fiction I've got. I don't ever buy non-fiction. I don't enjoy it. This is like 50p from a charity shop. I don't want to read about parental struggles and being relatable in a book. It's just not what I turn to reading for. Some people read self-help books and X, Y, and Z. I'm not that person. If I need self-help things, I will listen to a podcast. I don't need it in this format. I read for like escapism and new worlds and relationships and friendships and family and things like that. Not reading about someone else's family that I follow on Instagram, so bye. I have got another YA, I think, by Holly Bourne. It only happens in the movies. I think this was like a 5 for £1 and I just picked it up because I knew the name. No interest in it, don't know what it's about. Bad boy turned good, kisses in the rain, climbing through bedroom windows. It only happens in the movies. When Audrey meets Harry, it's the start of a truly cinematic romance, or is it? I'm too old for this shit. I'm 28, I've got 2 kids. I don't care about people climbing through windows and having a romance. That's not my life. I don't want to read about it. Bye. What else have we got? Let's get rid of these. I remember hunting for these years ago because I was like, oh yeah, love the covers, like the sound of that. I've got the first one on my Kindle. Have I read it? No, I've had my Kindle for like 4 years. I'm just not going to read them, so they're going. So we've got the Debbie Johnson, don't even know what they are. Summer at the Comfort Food Cafe. I think this is brand new. I think I got it from the works. There's nothing wrong with it. Coming Home to the Comfort Food Cafe. Christmassy one. And then Sunshine at the Comfort Food Cafe. They are beautiful, but that's not why I'm keeping them. My name is Willow Longville. I live in a village called Budbury on the stunning Dorset coast with my mum Linny. I don't care about your mum called Linny. And the cafe. When a handsome stranger blows into a warm spring... When a handsome stranger blows in on a warm spring breeze, Willow soon realises that her quiet country life will be forever changed. Changed forever. Oh, I hate them. Just not for me. Just too, not whimsical, but just too fluffy. No. One that I have read is Everything by Nicola Yoon. The only reason why I kept hold of this book is because I bought it like brand new. I remember buying it and it was beautiful. I loved the cover, but I'm not this person anymore. I would never pick this up to read it. I've had this for what, 5 or 6 years now. It was good. I'm never gonna reread it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. But I know someone else will really appreciate it, so that one. I also think I have the limited edition one because I've got a feeling it was blue and then I got it when it was the Zoella book club pick, so I think mine's limited edition. Probably another reason why I kept it. I need to stop looking at the cover because it's beautiful. and that'll make me keep it, but I don't need it, don't like it. Another one that I don't need, don't like is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. Again, I've got a feeling this was a Zoella book club pick, but I've got the original because I think it changed to purple. Don't quote me on it. What can I say about this book? It deals with suicide. I don't want to say it was romanticised because it was a long time ago that I read it, but I also feel like it romanticised it. And I don't want to read that again. I'm never going to reread it. It's a series on Netflix, I think. And yeah, not interested. Another one that I have read, which is slightly sun damaged, I don't know if you can see, is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Oh, I've got a bookmark in there. It's one of my old work things. Get rid of that. I don't really remember much about it. She has like a graphic novel fan fiction site. She's in like college. She has a twin sister. That's all I really remember. I got it because a lot of booktubers at the time were fangirling about it. Oh my god, how ironic. But yeah, again, I think this is a Zoella book club pick, so you can see that I was very heavily influenced by that. But to be fair, that did get me back into like the habit of reading. Again, I think I've got the original because I've got a feeling it went to yellow. I could be completely making that up, but my brain is saying that I'm right. Not interested in it. I'm not going to reread it. To be fair, I never really reread my books. They're just a special to me. What else have I got? I have got a Danny Atkins. I had a feeling I was getting rid of more of Danny Atkins books, but apparently not. It's not in the bag and it's not on the sofa. I've read this. This wasn't my favourite one of hers. None of my Danny Atkins books match. Every single font and colourway and everything about her books are completely different every time she comes out with a release, which I just can't. As a book collector, I can't deal with that. Make something uniform. I have this on my Kindle as well. I think I picked it up because it was 50p and I was like, read it on my Kindle, really liked it, want to own it. But actually, I'm never going to reread it. I'm going to give this one to my auntie because I know she'll enjoy it when she eventually has time to get round to all the books that I give her. But yeah, it was good. It just wasn't my favourite. I think I gave it 3-star. It's about a girl that is trapped inside her house and there's a house fire. I think she's top floor flat and she manages to jump out. Something to do with a cat as well. And she is found or helped by this guy who comes into her life and their story evolves from there. I think that's it. I haven't read the blurb because I can't be bothered. So that's going. Truly Madly Guilty by Leanne Moriarty. I found this one in a charity shop. Why do I keep saying that? They're all from charity shops. I found this and I thought, she's a really hyped author. I want to give her a go. And I never have done. This has been sat on my shelf for a couple of years. I feel like a lot of the popular books are available on Libby, so I have no guilt getting rid of this, and this is really beat up. Whoever had this enjoyed cracking that spine, which is not something that I enjoy doing. Let's get these out of the way. We have got 6 Jane Green books. I feel like I have more, but I don't know where they all are. I just hide books everywhere because I have issues. So we've got these 3. We've got Falling, The Sunshine Sisters, Saving Grace, The Beach House, Summer Secrets, and The Love Verb. I've read 1 Jane Green. At one point I owned about 10 of her books. I've still only read 1. The one that I read was called Mr. Maybe, and that took place in like the 90s, and I haven't picked up any more. I don't need them. I'm not going to read them. I'm going to give these to Carol. She'll probably like them. I can't even be bothered to read the blurbs. So they're going. You know what? I'm going to stick them in there and I'm going to take them to Carol on Thursday. Let's get rid of these. I am really proud of myself for unhauling these ones. I am not the type of person that unhauls books when they are a part of a collection. But I hate these books. And I was staring, these are the only 2 that have actually come off my actual shelf in the bedroom. And I I'm never going to pick them up ever again, so why do I need to keep hold of them? I don't. So I've got the Cherry Tree Cafe, which was okay when I read it, but on reflection just boring. And this I read, I've got a feeling it was when I was in recovery, so September, October time last year, and it was so dull and so boring, and I've got no interest in this book at all. So I'm going to unhaul it. So I'm going to give them to Carol. Again, Carol will like these sorts of books, I think. I don't want to say that they're for the older market, because Carol also, my auntie, she also likes, I gave her Taylor Jenkins to read Evelyn Hugo. But these, she also likes books that she can switch off to, and it's just pointless me reading them because I don't care. So we've got them. They're off. So Heidi Swain's collection is getting slowly smaller. The next one I've got to read of hers is a Christmas one. If that one is a flop as well, I'm going to get rid of all of them, which is a whole big stack. So I might hold off and maybe do them as a bundle. So I might not give these away straight away. I might just keep them to the side, not in my room. And then eventually, once I've read the Christmas one, we'll see how I go. And then if I don't like them, I'll just do them as a big bundle. So getting rid of them ones. Two that I have read again. God, I am so proud of myself. Two that I have read again, which I'm never going to pick up again, is Me Before You and After You. I do still want to read Still Me. You saw me do that wrap up video, which have I started yet? No. Do I have time? No. But I'm just ready to get rid of these. As lovely as the story is, it's not one that I'm ever going to reread. So it's time for them to go. They don't match. And then the other one is bright yellow. I mean, at least these ones slightly match, but why go bright yellow? I don't know. So the other one will be unhauled at some point. And I know someone else will really enjoy these. I don't need to keep hold of them if I don't have that connection with them. Next one is a series that I have been debating unhauling for the longest time, and it's time for them to go. I'm just going through that ruthless phase at the moment. It's the Lucy Daniel series called Summer at Hope Meadow. I don't know what the actual series is called. I remember finding this and I really enjoyed it when I read it, but on reflection I found that the second book was a bit dull and I've never picked up the third, and I have a feeling I have the fourth, but I don't know where that is. It's just okay. It's just a fluffy, light-hearted book about a village. It follows Mandy Hope, who is a vet, and Mandy Hope used to be in the children's book series when I was small called Animal Ark, and it's about her now working at Animal Ark, which is her family vets, and you see her go through trials and tribulations of becoming a vet, living in the village, having her best friend, I think he's gay, called James, who again was originally in the old books. And I bought it for nostalgia reasons, and I enjoyed the first book. The second book was okay, and I've never gone back to it because I just know it's not my type of read anymore. So I do feel sad to get rid of these because they are stunning books. Like, they are beautiful, but it's time for them to go. So it's one that I've been debating on for a really long time, so I'm getting rid of them. And then the final ones that I've got are, I've got one duplicate, and then I did this very weirdly when I got these. So it's the Girl Online series. So we've got Girl Online, Girl Online on Tour, Girl Online Going Solo. These ones are brand new from me, and then this one I found second hand. So the original one is this one. When I read this, I loved it because, again, it was something easy that got me into reading again. So this was what, 2015? I remember getting it when I had P, and it was just that easy read that I really enjoyed. But on reflection, it's written for kids. I don't want to say it's written for kids, but it's not written for 28-year-old mums with 2 kids. So I know I'm not going to enjoy it. And the reason why I was holding on to these was for P. She's not going to read this until she's about 12 to 14, if she's even a reader. She's only 6. I I hate myself. So they're going. Some other teenager will enjoy these a lot more than my current 6-year-old. So we're getting rid of this one. Getting rid of this one. The only reason why I've really kept on to them for so long is because this one is signed. But does anyone really care about having a signed book by Zoella anymore? I don't think so. I don't give a shit. This is sun damaged. My first and only signed book, and it's going in the Unhaul pile. And then I thought I would buy them in the hardback versions because I wanted to keep them as the set, and then I never did. So they're going. That is everything that I'm unhauling. I am so proud of myself with all the books I'm getting rid of. Has it made much space on my current shelf? No, but mentally I feel a lot better for it. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you've read any of them, if you agree with my decisions and things like that. If there are ones that you are currently interested in, message me on Instagram and we can sort something out. I just want them to go to a good home, and I can always post them when I go to work. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.